We are live. I don't remember what episode this is. We've been doing this for so freaking long. It seems like.
I think it's episode 21.
Oh, is it 21? My God, have we really been doing this for
we started
21 times? Oh my gosh.
We can drink.
We started in April or May.
I started in May.
So we started in April. Yes.
My God. Nerds
we
Corner.
are drinking age, baby.
Nerds Corner can officially drink.
Yep.
The 21st birthday.
Yep.
So
But
our
we
21st
are
episode. We are
live.
Yep. And real quick, you guys, if you're not able to comment, just go to StreamYard. There should be a link that's following this. That's with this video generated by StreamYard. Just click on that link and allow StreamYard to get comments from you, so that way you can, chit chat with us.
Why, has it been acting up or something?
No, it's got a new destination. Because the Facebook group is a new destination. Anybody that's in the group that wants to comment has to make sure that they allow StreamYard to access their comments. But on this wonderful episode, we are going to be going over
a lot,
as we always do, what we're doing this week. Giving a little bit of an update because I ordered some merch on the 4th of July, and I actually should be getting it at some point this upcoming week, like literally within the next 2 days. So when we get it, I will do a solo live video to kind of showcase everything, or I want to do them all at once. I really do. I want to open both boxes at once. So
why don't you do it on a Friday?
I work Friday, and I want to have the masks when I go to work.
Okay. You're supposed to have them all by Thursday?
I'm supposed to have the masks by Tuesday, the 14th, and I'm supposed to have the shirts by Thursday.
So
I could show the masks on Wednesday and then just do the shirts on Friday.
Exactly.
It's not really doing them both at once, but it's showing off that, I got the stuff I ordered on the 4th of July. So, that'll work. That would easily work. But for those of you that didn't see on Friday, the awesomeness that I ended up getting from Amazon.
What awesomeness did you get on Friday?
You didn't see.
No, I did not see.
I got my dope little die.
Yeah,
you showed. You showed that.
Show that before we did on Hinge.
Oh, I know I showed it. I just don't know, how many of them saw it. These are
plus also
really
you got a green
cool.
screen.
Yeah, well,
nice.
he needs his thing to set up the holder.
Now he just needs to
I
get
got the
poles.
screen. I just don't got the
poles.
actual fucking setup for it.
Wow.
So I got the screen. I'm all set up whenever I want to use my screen.
Snowball, no being inappropriate today.
I just don't have a means to actually,
You
set
silence over there laying down, boy.
But then,
hey, I'm drunk. Okay, leave me alone.
But then,
Boys,
amazingness happened.
you're both pretty.
Over this last week, I ended up getting a new chair. So this is something that I absolutely love. So I now have a new chair.
Lean back. Lean with it.
Lean back.
I absolutely love this chair. It's like incredibly comfortable. It's got an adjustable lumbar pillow with a massager built in. So
Okay, that's kind of nice that you actually have a new chair. I'm sitting on a cool chair.
He's got that no mercy chair.
Damn, Jake, your
Jeff
chair was
Hardy.
fine.
Oh, wait a minute. Best part.
Oh,
Welcome.
pick off.
Best part.
Leg rest. He could sleep in it.
Fuck yeah, I
I've
can.
fallen asleep in my chair. I ain't gonna lie.
I just have a regular folding chair, but it's from No Mercy pay-per-view.
Oh, go to sleep, young lady. You need to go to sleep. You haven't taken your nap today.
It's
Jake and
Sunday.
I have got the really cool computer chairs.
Yeah, top of the rope's got the cool chairs.
Yeah,
My pillow's adjustable.
I just got a bed.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's why we can't see your head.
What
Why
you
you
talking
got-
about, Willis?
That's why you got to tilt that camera.
Okay, Wilson.
Yeah. Thank you, Kitty. Perfect representation right there.
Hey,
James,
I'm too drunk. Leave me alone.
we are now calling Mr. James Mr. Wilson.
Yo, I will be right back. I gotta go check my pie.
You better bring me some of that pie.
I don't think she'll go give you some pie, Mr. Wilson.
You
There.
better give me some of that pie, boy. Mhm.
No pie for you, Wilson.
No, I had ribs. With
Oh,
Wango
that's-
Tango.
Oh, some ribs. That sounds so good. Some ribs.
And some crab legs and crab claws.
Sounds
Some little neck clams. And some corn on the cob.
Yeah.
To wash it down with some Budweiser.
Everybody love Budweiser. Everybody love that bud. But yeah, so another Sunday fun day with everybody here as soon as Kitty comes back
You mean as soon as
after checking her pie.
you mean as soon as the top row gets back?
Yeah, as soon as the top row gets back, we can continue with Sunday fun day and talk about what we gonna do
You alright there, Kitty?
today.
What'd you do, Kitty?
Lower back muscle spasm.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh.
So you were Jake on Friday.
Well, I deal with this every day of my life.
Same.
Yeah.
Some days it's worse. So I've been having to use my lovely little TENS unit.
So you just want to steal? So you just want to steal Jake's chair and have it
That's why I'm
massage your
saying I
back?
need to get a special pillow for the bottom of my chair because I have a curvature on the bottom of my spine.
Ooh.
So I constantly go through back spasms. Between that and the bulging vertebrae on my neck and a compression fracture on the center of my spine, there's not a day where I don't deal with muscle spasms.
Hey, just be happy that you're up and moving.
Exactly. There have been days where I can't move, where my ass is stable, and I'm like, nope, we're good.
Yep.
all right. So one of the things. Let me fix my camera real quick.
So Jake, what are we doing today on
Well-
this Sunday fun day?
On this
On
Amazing.
Sunday, fun day.
On this amazing Sunday fun day, I'm going to continue. We will continue the journey of going along and seeing what studios have put out for their game showcase for 2020.
And more- and- In lure of the A3 being canceled.
Yep.
Today's feature, though, is Ubisoft.
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 So if you guys are excited for like new Assassin's Creed, here you go. Here's your chance to see it.
Or Rainbow Six.
Or I'm pretty sure they're doing a new Rainbow Six.
I mean, Siege has been out fucking forever.
Hey, it ain't, if it works, keep it going. I mean, think about it. GTA 5's been out for so long that they just keep adding. So
Skyrim.
Same with D3. Granted, that's Blizzard, but still.
still,
Skyrim.
Well, yeah, and look at ESO with their new drop of adding in the Skyrim edition in Greymore.
Mm-hmm.
I know, because I have it.
But
And
I'm
you
just
don't-
saying.
Fuck off.
But I'm just saying, Skyrim. Look at how long Skyrim's been around. If I remember right, it debuted on the fucking PS2
No, debuted on the Xbox 360.
and PS3. Yeah, PS3. My dad had it. I had
that
both.
would, dude,
I-
it's about to hit next November. It will be 10 years old.
I was gonna say, and it'd be like fucking 10 years old or something.
November 11th,
and
2011.
and it's coming to next gen consoles.
See,
Guaranteed.
they already announced it.
Yeah,
It
it's-
was.
It is
well, no, that's why I
announced.
said guaranteed. It's coming to next gen consoles. Like I'm honestly, I'm surprised because
And to the Switch. Or it's on the Switch right now.
I'm surprised that it's coming to next gen consoles, but at the same time, I'm really not. Like it's one of Bethesda's most popular titles.
Dude, everyone loves Skyrim. What are you
Exactly.
talking about?
Everybody loves Skyrim. It's an easy game to get into. Lots of mod support on console. I don't know how Nintendo's going to do their mod support. Like
The fucking mods. Thomas the Tank Engine.
No.
Bad mods on.
Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z on Skyrim.
so. All right. We're going to jump into the Ubisoft showcase, and after Ubisoft is done, I'm going to show one of the videos that I have on my channel. It's called What the Fuck Skyrim. Because I want you guys to see the kind of shit that I've experienced with mods on Skyrim on Xbox.
Okay, James, why are you acting like someone help me out here from Hey Arnold, the Wheezy guy.
Brainy?
Yes, Brainy. Why are you acting like Brainy? I just feel like Helga's gonna be coming soon to be like
And Kitty and I both went arms up at the same time and arms down at the same time.
No, we haven't seen that show. Never.
No, we've never watched Hey Arnold ever.
All right, let me get this all pulled up. Ready to go. All right, so the way that we're going to do this, if you missed Friday's show, we're going to mute our mics. We're going to pull the screen up. We're going to have it be the only thing on the screen. And then after each segment, game, after each game segment or each...
after a certain amount of time.
Whenever it goes to whomever it is that's actually doing the announcements and hosting the show, whenever it goes back to them, we'll pause and we'll give our reactions and thoughts on what it is that's coming out. So, all right, let's get muted, and then let's jump into the Ubisoft Showcase 2020.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft World. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar, and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Magid. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec is marked as wanted to be dangerous. Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner. Then, they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out, because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists. But I did not speak out. Because I am not a street artist. I realised that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. There's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Our London town. A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my God.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her. Or even her. Everyone can become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes. Mikey! Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy. He can even call his own cargo drone. Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come here, you soidoid shithole. Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she hits.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. appears to have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional. It's almost crass to call him a hitman. Some might even call him an artist. Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance. It's time to take back London.
October 29th, 2020. Holy shit.
That game looks freaking awesome.
That shit looks amazing. All right, I'm going to leave this to you guys real quick. I will be right back. I need to go take care of my son.
I'm sorry, that last person was just like John Wick.
That's what a lot I would think that looked like. That last character was a John Wick right there.
I got one thing to say. Remember the 29th of October.
Oh, dude, that is going to be a very crazy 2-day weekend right there. Thursday the 29th,
right?
And then Halloween on the 31st on Saturday, and then Day of the Dead is on the 30th.
Well, also, there's another thing added to that. I'm getting married on Halloween.
Dum dum da dum 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 dum. Ah! Congrats!
That's gonna be a big weekend for us.
Congratulations!
If y'all can make it out here when we do the actual big ceremony. We're doing the big ceremony next year, so everybody has time to get over everything and shit calms down.
All I can say, I said it once, I'll say it again. Can 2020 just die?
But no, I mean, like I just said to you guys, it reminds me of a mix of the Hitman game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some bounty hunter. And then throw in John Wick, and that's what that looks like to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The last guy after Nick. That was basically like John Wick right there.
Mm-hmm. But I find funny how if you guys remember, the Watch Dogs. Huh?
I never played the Watch Dogs games.
Okay, so
Is Snowball talking?
Shut up, James. Shut up. But Watch Dogs.
Kid, is Snowball talking?
Boys.
I can't hear. No, I really can't hear Snowball.
Kitty, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, then, James, and obviously it's on your end.
We can all hear him.
I can't hear Snowball.
We can.
Hang on, I'm gonna leave and come back.
I was gonna say, just hop out and come back in.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're on a phone a lot. But yeah, so Watch Dogs series, it's had the hacking, it's had the action and everything, but
it never had the team building like this.
Yeah, like this.
That's what I'm the most excited, especially because you can have Anyone. Now I'm gonna have a fucking team just full of old ladies. Sweet little grannies just running around terrorizing the fuck out of London.
Oh God.
Like, I'm seriously just gonna have a whole fucking dead sec just full of fucking grannies
It's the
terrorizing
old
London.
sec. It's the old sec.
The old sec. Isn't that they're not dead yet. It's the not dead sec.
But
just I'm gonna do a whole
find
fucking team just full of old grannies just fuck up London like that.
Yeah. What I found interesting is how in each of the Watch Dogs games, the last two, including looking at this one, it has changed so much. The first two was, more modern, like maybe within a couple of years of each other, maybe a little bit advanced.
Yeah.
This game, it so feels like it is kinda in that futuristic landscape to a point. A little bit like Advanced Warfare, just a little bit. With like with all like the flying, drones and stuff like that. That's where I was getting that whole, Call of Duty vibe, Advanced Warfare feel.
I mean,
I was in that John Wick fucking feel at the last guy, but there was another movie that was giving me another feels from that Mick guy.
And honestly, that last dude kind of gave me more of a Leon vibe than John Wick.
No, even Kitty said John Wick.
Huh?
The Kitty even said John Wick.
I said it reminds me of. I didn't say
Yeah.
he reminded me.
I mean,
Yeah, so-
the last dude kind of reminded me of almost like a mix of Leon and John. Leon Kennedy and John Wick, like, rolled into one.
Yeah.
But who did Mick remind you of?
Nick was the construction dude, right?
No, Mick
No,
was,
he was the drinker.
Oh, Mick was the dude that loved his tea.
Yeah, in the bar.
Reminds me of Andy.
Or, sorry, no. I can't say bar over there. It's
pub.
It's a pub.
It's a pub.
He was drinking his alcohol in the pub.
I'd have to say, almost kind of reminds me of Simon Pegg, Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
I was gonna say Jason Statham.
No, I was actually going to say
Shaun of the Dead.
I'm like trying to. Oh, hold on. I have to like remember like the exact person, the name of the guy. Oh, Vinnie Jones. He so reminds me of Vinnie Jones.
I know that name.
Right? I'm sitting here. I'm like, I know that name. Where is it from?
He was.
The Condemned, the guy that Stone Cold has to kill. At the very
Yeah,
end.
that guy. You guys, other movies. He's done The Youngest Yard, that was in '74. Let's see.
What's that movie where Brad Pitt plays a gypsy boxer?
I have to bring up his movies.
Hold on.
Oh, he was in Gone in 60 Seconds. He was one of the thieves, one of the car hijackers, bootleggers.
Oh.
I'll bring up his picture. I have to find a good one.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the movie I just said its name.
Thing is, I know what movie you're talking about, James, but I just can't think of the name.
I got it. Here it is.
Oh, yes. I know him.
Yeah, the guy in the pub. That he reminds me of that guy.
Oh,
But yeah, so I mean, looks like a hell of a good game to play. Literally, like I want to go out and get it come October. So, and of course, playing the last two the last two Watchdog games, they've been really good. So, I just want to see how they're how everything is gonna incorporate with this whole futuristic kind of style, coming from the last two games where it was more modern area and more of a modern feel. I mean, granted, with the hacking a little bit better, but
All right. Let's see what they're coming up with next. Let's see what's next on the list.
Plunging the player into a living, breathing city teeming with unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
Apparently we're not done with Watch Dogs
My name's
yet.
Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict. And we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, oh my God, this feels like Camden. This feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster. When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Brawl
bear.
fucking holla. Oh my god.
A bear with a sword that looks like freaking Conan the Barbarian.
That barbarian.
The barbarian.
Jake, the movie was Snatch.
Yeah, I saw.
Where Brad Pitt was the gypsy boxer. His name was Mickey.
Like, I watch a lot of movies. I really don't watch as many movies as, like, you'd think. I used to, back when I lived out in Washington, but that was because I had Charles to sit and, like, load the fuck up on movies with. So, because I don't have very many movies, and I just don't have the urge to watch a whole lot of them. It's just one of those kind of things.
That's why I like my Fire Stick.
I mean, I've got a Fire TV. Got
But
Hulu,
yeah, I mean,
Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all that stuff. I just don't have the urge to watch very many movies nowadays.
I mean, I have mine jailbroken, so I can watch whatever.
But anyhow, back to the game.
So
the game now coming to mobile.
iOS and
That's
Android.
cool. That's gonna be cool.
Like
It's kind of reminded me of Super Smash.
Mm-hmm. Well, heck, I mean, this one has WWE superstars in it, so that one's my hook point.
Yep. It looks like it's a lot of. I haven't tried it.
It is.
I haven't played it, but it looks like it's a lot of fun.
It is. Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla.
What is it? Like, this is my first time ever hearing about it.
It's been out for a while.
Out for a little while.
It's free to play on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's free to play on all the systems right now.
Cross console, it's free to play.
Mm-hmm.
I might
have to download
it's
it.
cross
you can-
console free to play.
Yeah, because it's
free to play
been
on all
out
consoles.
for a year or last 3 years.
It's been out for 3 years.
Yeah, it's on. It
been out
was
for
released.
3 years.
It's been on Xbox One for 2. It was released 2018.
Just go to the free to play section.
Xbox store.
Yeah, it's on Xbox.
They just ruined one of the games.
Always check
that's
the free to play
got our
section.
Ubisoft showcase.
But yeah, Brawlhalla is comparable to Smash Bros. It has weapons that you can pick up, but it's a lot condenser and smaller. So,
What I'm seeing for Brawlhalla is on the cover right now is Ben 10.
yeah, they're adding him, they added him in. But yeah, they picked up the crossovers. They have X-Ray and Valve, Mulgar the Mad King. So basically, the crew from Rooster Teeth, right there. Rivals of Aether.
Aether.
Thank you. Shovel Knight. They brought in Rayman, Hellboy, WWE, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Tomb Raider, and Ben 10.
God
So-
damn. That's a hell of a fucking lineup.
You can basically get the All Legends pack for $19.99.
Yeah.
That might have to be one that, like, if we decide to do like game streams and whatnot, just we should all jump on and play.
Yeah, I mean it is free to play, but to get like a lot of the characters, like
I mean, of course you'd have.
you have to
It's
pay
just
for
like,
it.
yeah, you
It's
get
like
the
Smite.
basic characters and a handful of them for free. But if you want any other ones, you got to buy them. That's
You got bottom.
It's like Smite.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
Smite,
it's like most
Smash.
most MOBAs. I mean, Smash. Smash has it to where it's just an update.
Yeah, but then they have the DLCs, like the
Update.
like
Smash
Banjo,
always comes free.
Kazooie, like
Update.
But it's free.
Those are free.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it are. Yeah, they are. They're free. They're just a part of an update.
Nintendo for DLC is free.
They're just part of updates. They're not. You don't have to buy them. You just have to unlock them.
As I said, my sister has the Smash Bros on her Switch, the new one. And all
Yeah,
she
I
has-
have Smash.
I've never had to buy new characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have fire passes
No, I don't. I've never had to buy characters on Smash.
on Smash Ultimate.
Yeah. I've never had to buy characters. I just unlock them.
Yeah.
I may have to go back and check, but just to double check, because I swear you would have to go out and buy these the fighter passes.
It's
Maybe
so
you do,
cute.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to go.
share
I
a
have to go
Switch,
double
so
check.
I don't. I mean, I share a Switch, so for all I know, they could have gotten the fighter pass. I don't know, but all I'm saying is I've never had to buy any fighters. I just unlock them.
Yeah.
You're just so adorable.
But that Brawlhalla looks like it's fun as hell. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to download that, and we'll all do a stream like, I don't know, have like a Monday night mayhem kind of thing.
And it's under a gigabyte.
It's Brawl Monday.
No, we got to come up with a new one.
Yeah.
Showdown Saturday. There we go.
Yeah.
Showdown Saturday.
It's only 604 megabytes.
I hate
That's
shit.
nothing.
But yeah, I mean, and you can play it on any of the systems. It's crossplay, so.
Yeah, the only issue is anything that's Monday through Thursday, I can't do.
That's why I said Saturday.
That's why it's a weekend.
That's why I switched it to Saturday.
And come on. Showdown Saturdays sounds pretty damn good.
No, the Saturday Showdown.
We got Brawl. We got Worms.
Well, and what we can do is now that I've got us on a Twitch channel, if I do here, we could do a link to our own, like,
consoles.
Well, like to our own individual, like, game channels and everything. In the description.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've got Twitch. Do you have Twitch? You've got Twitch. You got Twitch?
Yep.
Dippy got Twitch? Dippy got Twitch.
Andy's got Twitch.
But, we just, like, include in the description, to watch Jake.
The different camera views.
Well, no, I mean, just like, to watch Jake, go to the channel Mr. Saiyanhawk. To watch Kitty, go to, in the your channel name, go to Silvercat. To watch Snow, go to, I'm probably going to guess, the Snowman.
No, nope. I am for Twitch. I have to go bring that up on my own side. I want to say it is going to be. Gotta love it when it's updating. Do.
But then I know James is looping.
12-11, baby.
Yup. But no, we could do that, and we could just have, fun little segments of playing Brawlhalla on Saturdays.
And Worms.
And Worms. The Worms. The Wormy Worms.
Yeah, we can do Worms. We can have our channels and everything set up to where, they can watch us, they can watch our reactions and everything, and then, like, they could just view the different channels on, on console.
No,
I was just making sure that no one, when we said the worm, we didn't hear the Armageddon theme. We didn't hear it. I was just making sure. Uh-oh. Is the end near? Is the end near?
I don't have the fucking ears to,
Bang, bang, bang.
Checking out what else Ubisoft has. Let's jump right back into it.
Yeah, I'll tell you mine after this.
Xbox Store kind of ruined it.
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
The target is being held on the ground.
So, holy shit, I had to stop it after that because, oh my god, I've been playing Might and Magic games for fucking ever. And I absolutely love those games. Those games are dope. I have my Heroes of Might and Magic 4 on my computer right now.
I love Might and Magic.
Might and Magic is incredibly fucking awesome, and the fact that there's one on mobile devices called Era of
Why don't we all download it and just play together?
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either. It's just interesting.
I've never played it.
And I
You've never played Might and Magic?
Never.
I never have either. So you can yell at me later.
Yeah, my Twitch would be AJS 1090.
I thought you would.
Twitch.
I thought you would have did Dead Snow.
No, it was I had that a long time ago.
You had Dead Snow for a long time too.
Yeah, true, but
Might and Magic games. Dude, y'all need to play some Might and Magic.
Well, we are playing on our phones together as a team.
Might and Magic, Era of Chaos.
I can't download it now because doing our podcast
You're
right now.
you're using your phone already, yeah.
Yeah.
Just download it when you're done. It's okay.
Watch Jake or ready to be level 10 by the time this podcast ends.
Oh, that's like I've been playing that Empires and Puzzles with Andy, and in a little over a week, I've already hit level 14.
Not surprised. All right, no, I had to stop it after that. Oh my god, just the fact that there's a Might and Magic game on mobile that has over 1 million downloads. Like the Might and Magic games, if you've never played them, download them. They are so much fucking fun. They're on Steam. They are like the Heroes of Might and Magic saga or series is incredibly fun. It's all turn-based. It's all tactics style. They are well, except for Might and Magic Dark Messiah.
Strategy.
Yeah. So except for the Dark Messiah series, which I don't think that's standard Might and Magic. But no, if you haven't played any of them, I highly recommend it. Check them out on Steam. Get the mobile app, Era of Chaos. If you've never played one, this is a great chance. All right, let's continue with this. See what we got going on.
Bleep, bloop.
Contact! Moat chain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell! Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game built on a strong vision, creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
I got it! I got it!
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, and more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Look at this.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
Holy shit.
More people. More people.
More operators.
That first trailer, Elite Squad, I thought it was Rainbow Six because of the first two people that you see are people from Rainbow Six.
Well, from Siege.
And then you see Sam Fisher.
Yeah. So
You were wrong.
just
What the
those are
fuck?
just people from Siege. That doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, like Rainbow Six.
It's a huge universe.
It's well, it's not a universe. It's a team. Rainbow Six is a designed counter-terrorist team. So of course you're gonna have different operators from around the world, because it's, you know, such a wide counter-terrorist organization that there's literally hundreds of members. It's just there's a handful of them that you meet right off the bat. Like,
I remember playing the first Rainbow Six on the 64. That shit was hard back in the day. Like, you couldn't even get past the first level without being sniped out of nowhere.
yeah, that shit
You
was hard.
killed everybody, and you're just like, okay, we killed everybody, then bam, dead.
Yep, so not my forte.
I mean, I grew up, like, mine and my brother's favorite book was Rainbow Six.
Oh yeah, I really
Like, I have a copy of Rainbow Six floating around the house somewhere. I want to say it's in the bedroom. It's either in the bedroom or it's over on the bookshelf. But it's
No? Okay.
that book is so well written. God rest your soul, Tom Clancy. You made a book that became a phenomenal game franchise.
I mean,
and
all
just
of his books, though. All of his books were fucking
Yeah, all of his, almost all of his books.
All of his books are wonderful. Like, I absolutely love every single book that I've read from him.
I mean, I read all the Splinter Cell ones.
No, here's the funny thing. He really only wrote one Splinter Cell book, and then the rest of them were written by independent people with permission. So Splinter Cell in itself was Tom Clancy, but all the branch-off books weren't. They were just written with permission. They were written by other authors.
But the first book then was fucking...
The first book, I'm pretty sure, was Tom Clancy. It was just called Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell because the books, the original one was by Tom Clancy. It's just the same as... It's the same...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
When you see Elite Squad, you know, I'm thinking of Rainbow Six Siege. I see the map from Rainbow Six Siege of 2 characters. And then you see the guy from Ghost Recon. Not the new one, but the one before that one. The main villain that you have to kill.
I mean, like, I was, like, when I saw those first 2 characters, I was like, ooh, okay, so this looks interesting, because those are, you know, those are Siege characters. And then you see Sam Fisher running across the rooftop, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, like, when it says Elite Squad, you know, now that I've seen that trailer, I'm picturing members of Rainbow Six, Guar or Graw,
Ghost Recon, yep.
Like all of the Graw or all of the GR, you know, all of the Ghost Recon, Future Soldier, Advanced Warfighter, like all of those, you know.
What was that? What was that Ghost Recon that we all used to play together? That we
Future
got
Soldier?
into for a little. No, it wasn't Future Soldier.
Oh, Wildlands.
It's that open world one.
Wildlands.
Yeah.
Yes, Wildlands.
Wildlands.
The guy that they rescued, the guy with the
Is the dude from Wildlands? Yeah.
Yeah, the main villain.
Mm-hmm. I'm rather curious as to why they were like. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to try it and play it as soon as it's available because I'm rather curious to see why they freed him.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'm really curious to find out why they were fighting so hard to free him.
I'm just curious about what this game's gonna be about. Like, it kind of hooks you in once you see the trailer. You're just like, what's with all the Ubisoft characters all joining together?
Well, I mean, Ubisoft does own the rights to the Tom Clancy franchise when it comes to video games.
But are we going to see people from, like, Assassin's Creed as well?
I don't think so. I want to say that all we're really probably going to see, since it's a Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, is characters from Tom Clancy games. Which, I mean, even still, I'm all kinds of excited for it. Like, I'm all kinds of fucking down for that.
And then Siege, that message from the creators of Siege.
Yep. Like, I honestly didn't know Siege was up over 60 million players.
69 million.
Yeah, 69 million. That's incredible. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, that game's been out for 5 years, and it's still good.
I played it. I enjoyed it. It's just, but if you can't find a good team, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, if you have your own team, like me, you, I think it was me, you,
Popo,
and Sam.
I think either Sam or Spy. It was one of the two. But
I think it was Sam.
I think it was Sam. But we went in. On my first game, I fucking got like what, 3 kills?
4.
4. That's right, 4. I got 4 fucking kills. I wasn't expecting to get a single one. Like, I honestly was really fucking surprised that I got 4 kills. I was like, fuck, okay. And then the next game, I didn't get a single one. I was like, well, shit, there was that.
It sucks I got Popo pissed and got him away from it. The game just kept on getting better and better.
I mean, it makes sense, though. If you're going to play a game and you're not, you know, like, it's...
I mean, what's the first words off his mouth? This game is competitive.
Yeah.
You have to have teamwork. You have to have a strategy and everything. It's not like Battlefield. It's not like Call of Duty. No, this game is put your brain to the limit.
Oh, damn. So for anybody wondering about Tom Clancy's Elite Squad,
yeah,
pre-register.
Oh, it's a fucking mobile game?
It is a mobile game.
Nice.
I'm having that shit auto-install as soon as it's available.
So I'm going to go eat with the family, then I'll be right back.
All right, no problem.
I want a picture of this Papa because it's done.
Dude, it's already been cut into.
Aww.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Smells phenomenal. All
right, go eat. Pull her out and she can.
So what's next?
All right, let's continue. Let's see what this hyperscape is all about, really.
Well, should we wait for Snow?
He's back. He's just off camera right now. I saw him come back. He's right there. He needed a new drink. All right, Snow, did you have anything you wanted to
add?
Nope. Add on. Go on.
All right, let's jump back into it and let's see what this hyperscape is all about.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
What was that? A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The hyperscape. In the hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone. If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the hyperscape.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch. Seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker, one of the companies there. They are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia. Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening. So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
Showtime.
That's mine. Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time. Watch closely. Here we go. この調子。
So, holy fucking shit, that game looks awesome.
Yeah, but sucks that it's only for PC right now.
Right now it's PC. It's PC open beta. But that still looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I mean the game has a more Ready Player One kind of feel.
Kind of, yeah.
That's
what it looked like.
Yeah, when it was first starting up and how it was, how the cinema started. It just had that feel of a Ready Player One.
It looks like Ready Player One.
It looks good.
Oh yeah.
Apex Legends.
I didn't quite feel an Apex Legends vibe from it. I mean, it's not really a.
Some of the voices were from Apex Legends.
Well, voices, yeah, but voices don't for me. Voices don't affect fucking, like they don't affect the gameplay. I was like, oh hey, I know that voice. To me, it almost looked like it looked like a combination of, it looked like a combination of Fortnite and what the fuck was it? Like Fortnite meets Watch Dogs kind of vibe.
Ah.
With the hacking capability and everything, the ability to generate shit and make other stuff happen. It honestly, it had that Watch Dogs kind of
vibe.
Yeah, it had the Watch Dogs kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it still looks fun. like I'll play the shit out of it. You know, I'm probably gonna go fucking look for that free beta.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got a computer.
Well, yeah, I've got a computer.
But yeah, that game is going to be looks like it's going to be one of the good ones.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it looked so much fun. I'm so excited to try that beta. Like, I really, really am. And you know, I'll be honest. I'll fucking talk about it as soon as I'm done playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
First stream it.
I don't want to. I'm still trying to figure out how to stream shit on my fucking computer. As it's not as easy as most people think. You have to have you have to make sure your card works and everything. And since I've only got the one screen, I don't want my capture card to be all like.
Yeah, I gotta wait for that second screen.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, how about we move on down, and continue this road.
Yep. Next game.
The digital world of the Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Ana Maria Musca is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
Cool. Behind the scenes of Hyperscape.
My name is Ana Maria Musca. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from
Phil!
Xbox. With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
All right, we know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April. And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, you know, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors. Shields! And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face-to-face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings. We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
It's time.
So fucking excited.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle. Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with the Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior. All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields. Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages, to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment. Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today, we will reclaim her. Today, we fight for your land. And tomorrow, we rebuild!
For East
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you, man.
With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Ninth century.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
November.
Oh,
6 days before my birthday.
I'm so fucking pumped for that game. Like that.
That game.
Oh my god.
This is speechless.
That was beautiful to walk
That was,
into.
dude. Oh my god. Like when I saw the fucking trailer, the initial trailer for it, and it had fucking Eivor. Odin is with us. I was just like, when he fucking stabbed the dude, the big armor dude in the with the fucking hidden blade, I was like, oh! And now seeing what that game is gonna have, oh my god.
I've yet to play an Assassin's Creed game, but I think I might want to play that one because I love Norse mythology.
So do I.
All we can say is
BAM!
Damn.
Peace. We're done. That game looks
Ubisoft
freaking
blew us
awesome.
this year with that game.
I mean, Assassin's Creed has literally have always, almost always been very, very good games when they come out.
And
Very.
I mean, all but one, really.
True. But
They
like
had
I said,
that the last-
almost.
Hold on, Snow. James is talking.
Oh, go ahead.
They had that at the last segment, though. At the last couple minutes of their showcase, just blew every other game away.
It did. It really did.
Like,
yeah,
you saw what last year was Sparta or Egypt, and now you come out with Vikings. It's like, come on, you're tempting people just to want to buy it.
Uh-huh.
Norse mythology is the best.
I prefer Celtic mythology, but hey, Norse is good too. Man.
Celtic.
I've met people from Ireland. It is not Celtic.
Yes, it is. True version of the naming. It is pronounced Celtic, just like it is Shay, not Cede.
I have not met a single Irish person that says Celtic.
That's true version, Jake. True. If you go back prior to the snakes being driven out, it was pronounced Celtic. It became a hard C after that fact. But true form is Celtic.
But yeah, that game is
stick with
going to
my
look
hard C.
so. That game is going to be funner than hell.
It really
November
is.
17th.
6 days before my 32nd.
I am all kinds of fucking excited for that shit.
Because I know the true story is with Ragnar Lothbrok. I wonder if they're going to just introduce him into the game.
It'd be interesting if they throw Ragnar in the mix.
Because he's the first one to go to England.
But you got to remember, there was more than one, Viking village.
Yeah.
There have been more than one attempted takeovers of England.
I want to see if they're going to bring in the village of the Fenrir followers.
That'd be interesting.
Right?
But, I mean, it's all a matter of... From what it looks like, the village that the village that you're following, or that you're leading, actually, the village that you lead as chieftain is like very small, and then the army that you take with you when you go and you start your initial invasion of England, it starts small, but then it just as you build your settlement, which that's fucking exciting. As you build,
just a pre-built.
Exactly. As you build your settlement, you get more and more. You get more soldiers to take with you, more Vikings to take with you as you travel upriver in your longboat.
Yeah, because it's at least what I'm reading on the premise or the
Premise?
Thank you, premise of this whole thing. In 873 AD, war and overcrowding in Norway prompts Eivor to lead their clan of Vikings to settle new lands in England as part of the Viking expansion across Europe. So it sounds pretty well, very well thought out and planned. That's
researched.
Yeah.
Very well researched. The fact that they're not making all the Vikings out to be, mindless, berserk brutes that just,
drink blood.
You know what? Let's go attack this place. No. Like the fact that they're actually making them out to be, regular fucking people that are just like, this shit's getting too crazy here. We need to leave and we need to set up our own place.
Mm-hmm. And that was the thing about the Vikings. They weren't just this big brawling group of berserkers.
Nope.
They, like they said in the video, they were farmers.
Yes, they were farmers. They were excavators. They were miners. They were so many things that everybody's like, oh, Vikings? Yeah. And it's like, no.
No,
like
you fucking brainless morons. Vikings were just like you and me.
Just like
and women were feared. Women were feared.
Just like in Sparta.
Exactly.
I will say this. It's just like the show Vikings, just as a video game.
I haven't seen the show Vikings.
It's very
right.
good.
Never seen it.
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
It's really good.
I have a hard time getting into shows like that.
It's actually pretty accurate.
That's my problem. Is most shows aren't.
You would actually really like it. It is pretty accurate.
You know me and my history buffness.
I know you, and that's why I'm saying you would probably like it.
It's almost spot on with the actual events of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Mm-hmm.
And the
All right.
Ivar.
Right.
On this. Or Bjorn. Ironside.
All right.
All right, let's move on.
So let's see what they're going to
Last-
close this out with. Their last 7 minutes of the show.
How can you top that realistically?
I don't know how you can.
Well, let's find out.
7 minutes. Let's see what they got.
Country England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now, I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong. They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? And are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people and you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. You understand now? Bullet.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Oh my fucking
Oh
god, that looks.
Damn.
That is how you going to end the show, and that's how you're going to kick off a 2021 game. Right there.
The
But wait,
fact
Snow.
that they've got another Ubisoft Forward coming up. Kind
So
of
it's not technically
what
ended.
else?
True. I'll give it that.
Part
That
one
is how you
is
start
over.
intermission.
Part one, Act 1 is over. Now, I'm really curious to see what they have
Up their sleeve.
up their sleeve for the next part of it.
I mean, oh damn.
Dude, that game is going to look awesome to kick off 2021 right there, February 18th.
Yup.
And Far Cry has been killing it the last couple games that they've been doing.
I mean, the funniest thing, you know what the easiest Far Cry to beat is?
What?
Far Cry 3. You know why?
Why?
Because if you just sit in your cage and wait for that dude to come back, he literally takes you where you want to go. And the game's over.
You know, it's like the worm. If you wouldn't have said, don't go down that way, she would have ended up at the castle.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's one of the funniest fucking things about a lot of games is if you don't try and go on your adventure, the game will already be over, and you'll beat it.
Yeah, that's just funny right there of how you don't move and all of a sudden, oh, here we go, game's over.
Like I could pull that shit up and show you. Like literally, it's the fucking easiest Far Cry to beat because you just sit in your cage until that lunatic comes back. He lets you out and he takes you exactly where you want to go.
And see, I thought that was in 2, not 3.
3's the one with Mr. Psychopath, right?
Yeah, 3 is the psychopath on the cover. He's just sitting there
Like this.
And the head's and the head's buried in the sand.
Yeah, I always get those two reversed.
Wasn't 2 where you got a virus and you had to keep on taking the medication?
2. That one had like home, like just fire on the cover, with a guy just walking away in the sun in the background.
I mean,
that was done in Central Africa during the Civil War.
Yeah, but didn't you get sick?
I don't know. I didn't play Far Cry 2.
I mean, honestly, like I had, mentioned during, I bet you anything he's going to make him throw that fucking grenade. He's going to make him throw it.
Well, we didn't see him make him throw it, but I mean, hey, we didn't make him see it.
He holds his arms out and he says, "Prove it."
And that's where we just cut off. Is just like right there. It's like, oh, does he? Does he not? We don't know.
I am so curious to see how this game plays out.
Again, one thing to say. Oh my damn.
I mean, I got to give it up to Ubisoft. I know, the main three in the game development world, Ubisoft, Activision, and EA. I like Ubisoft the best out of the three of them. EA just seems way too focused on their microtransactions. Activision seems too focused on, pumping out more and more content and making people pay for it. Ubisoft is just like, oh, hey, by the way, check this game out. Hey, guess what? Update. Free stuff. Update. Free stuff. Update. Free stuff. And it's like, what the fuck?
Do you know why they do that, Jake? They have more of the top developers and code writers at Ubisoft than the other companies.
Well, it's because they don't care about the money. They care about their fans.
And that's the difference.
I mean, I know I've got a friend of mine, and if he ends up watching this later, Walker, shout out, buddy. Love you to death. He works for Raven. Raven Software. He's one of the developers for Raven Software. He worked on World War II, Call of Duty World War II, and he worked on the new Modern Warfare. And he said of both of those projects, the new Modern Warfare was way more fun to work on because of the fact that they didn't stick to the standard COD schedule. There's no, you have to buy new content. The shit just updates and downloads.
And that is something sucky about games nowadays. You have to constantly buy. I did buy the new drop for ESO, but it brought me into the world of Skyrim additive. And it wasn't just that. There's a whole new system that you get to play with. There's a whole new market style you get to play with. They brought in new atmosphere and elements to it where it wasn't just, oh, you have to buy it so you can play in this zone. It's like, no. There's all this that goes with it.
I mean, I'm just going to say this. It's not the companies that are making games more, honestly, it's not the companies that are making the games like this. It's the players. It's the customer base wanting more and more with the developing technology.
Oh, yeah.
Now that there's internet access, there's a whole laundry list of things that you need to make sure that get maintained. And because so many people are demanding more and more and more from these companies, they have to put more and more time into making sure that these games get made, that the updates happen, that the bugs get fixed, the way that the gamers or the fan base is wanting. It's not the studios that are making everything the way that it is. It's the fan base. It's the customers. Back on 64, original PlayStation, even most of original Xbox, they didn't have to continuously update the games. They didn't have to continuously include or introduce new content. You had what you had, and everybody was fucking fine with it. They loved it.
Yeah, well, to a point, the only time that there was like an update to the game, like remember Halo 2 when it came out? It, you had the game right there, but then what? Maybe several months later or a year, however long it was, they came out with a multiplayer pack for the multiplayer that you had to buy a separate disc for.
Yeah, but that was the thing, is it was its own game essentially.
Yeah.
Halo 2 multiplayer.
Yeah.
They didn't really it didn't tie into the game itself. The Halo 2, it didn't tie into it at all really.
No.
It was just a multiplayer game.
Yeah, that was it.
Exactly.
And it was just the maps, so we can play on, have more maps. That was all it was. But
Right.
yeah, like it was like for Super Nintendo, NES, 64, PS1, all those original systems, you just had the game. Once it was released, that was it. There was no, let's continue on, let's wait for something new to come out. Oh, you gotta go out and buy it.
So I'm gonna use a great example because I've seen, one of the things that I've honestly been thinking about is what game would be the hardest influenced and the most, demanded for new content if it was remade on modern console. And that, of course, is GoldenEye.
Ooh.
Because you got to think about, GoldenEye. You've got Cervanaya, you've got Moscow, you've got the Archive, you've got Temple,
Dam.
You've got the Dam, you've got the Temple, you've got so many different maps that are just from the movie itself that people are going to want more maps from other games or from other movies because it's a 007 game. If you're going to play multiplayer, you're going to want to make sure online happens. You're going to want to make sure you can have Max Zorin as a character to play as, or Mayday, or they've got Jaws. Jaws had nothing to do with GoldenEye.
No.
Jaws
He was
had
just an
added
he was just an added character because he was in the 007 series.
He was in the James Bond series.
Yeah.
So now they would literally be demand for Mayday, Max Zorin, let's see, Dr. No, Thunderball. Oddjob was in it, yeah, but let's see, there's like all the characters from the new movies, a number of characters from old movies. There would be so much more demand for new characters because of all the movies. There'd be demand for more maps because of all the movies, and that would honestly be one of that game would go from being the amazing masterpiece that it was on 64
to a piece of shit.
To now people are bitching and complaining because they have to pay extra
for these
more
maps.
Shit. When
And
that's
for
what they were
characters.
wanting, not realizing that studios, it's not like they, sit down, you know what, I've got some free time. I'm going to work on all this stuff to give to these people. No, they
it's
go
free.
to the office, they put time into making sure that these are done right. The animators are there making sure that all the maps look phenomenal. You're making people do more work. And you're not, there's some studios that really don't care. There's some studios that are just like, we're going to do this for you guys. We want you guys to be happy. But that can only really go so far before people go, you guys are look, we want you guys to be happy, but you have to realize that we're people too, and we need to make sure that we get paid for the, the hard work that we're putting in. I'm pretty sure that the studio that would, if there was a studio that redid GoldenEye and made it modern game, modern console, all the updates and everything to make it,
They kind of
playable.
did.
I meant the GoldenEye, not the fucking the reboot game. But updated graphics, updated maps, make it look like a game that looks phenomenal on modern console. But the work, that the time and everything that's put into making it like this, people wouldn't appreciate it. They would see, this game was better when it was on 64. y'all are the ones that wanted it, you know. And I'm not saying that this is actually happening, but if this was a thing, they would go, there's so many more James Bond movies. Why aren't these maps and these characters in the game? And like, they're not realizing that the animators and everything would have to take more time to make sure that everybody's pleased. And it's that demand that's turning these games from, here's a completed game to here's a complete game, but you guys are wanting more stuff. You guys are wanting more stuff, even more stuff, more. Like, everybody just keeps demanding more and more and more from a studio and get pissy when they put out new games back to back to back and, don't like that they have to pay like $10-15 extra for new content on this game. Like, there really is no pleasing the modern day fan for games. There's not.
Yeah. But yeah, they actually did do
Hold on.
Okay, Kitty wants to go.
Kitty's going.
Kitty's been patient. And that is not easy for me. No. What you're saying, Jake, yes. But there's something else that goes with that. That is why they need beta testers. To have those beta testers come in and be like, this is the content that you guys have been asking for. This is the feedback on that content. That's why beta testers are so important, people.
Well, I mean, 90% of the time, beta testers are there to, for bug fixes. Yes, to make sure that the content is in check. But, like, for once a game is out of beta and everything's said and done, that's when the demand for more comes up a little bit more often.
Which they're still actually using the beta testers when they do that new content.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know that. It's just one of those, it's that demand after the game is out. That is the thing that's pushing, like I said, there really is no pleasing the modern day fan for any game.
I mean, the younger generation, not us.
There are a lot of people in our generation that are not satisfied with the content. If you see, so when was the last time you saw a game released, no updates?
You haven't.
It's been a hot minute.
Exactly.
A long time ago.
A really long time ago. And that's one of the things is, I mean, not like, bug fixing and stuff like that, Of course, with games in this generation, with this current technology, there's always going to be bugs. So, of course, there's going to be bug fixes. But, like content updates.
Probably, I want to say maybe original Xbox.
Original
maybe
Xbox, PlayStation 2.
No, maybe. Actually, no, not really. Not even PS2 because they did have original Xbox and PS2 had internet capabilities.
But there were no content updates.
True, I'll give it that. But there was bug fixes for the online play. So,
like I said, I'm not really talking about bug fixes because bug
or
fixes
even
are part
or
of
even
the current technology.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe I want to say probably PS2, Xbox, original Xbox.
This is one of the last games that came out that did not need update before they started doing. This is one of the last games. Was the Soul Calibur set from them.
PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been.
So yeah.
But I mean, like with the current technology and the fact that there's internet available now. Consoles hook up to the internet almost by default. You need to hook up to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
If
it can't connect, you screwed.
Pretty
you
much.
Just have.
And on top of that, now bringing on all the cross platforms, they have to make sure that those are set up where you're not going to get that bug issue, where you're going to have that update to, okay, these are the games that are now becoming cross platform. We have to go in and rewrite code for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer just you bought the game, Oh, we got to update our servers because we're having bugs.
Yep.
Oh, here's a little consolation prize because we had to update the servers for the bugs. Another one, last time another game like that was D3.
Mm-hmm.
The only update they had for that game, it was 2 updates, but they were years apart. Reaper of Souls, because there was just plain D3.
Mm-hmm.
And then Reaper of Souls was an upgrade. And then the Necromancer pack. But that's because all of the fans of Diablo, the ones who played D1, D2, were like, hey, bring us back that Necromancer. It took hundreds of fans rallying continuously in different areas saying, hey, we want that Necromancer pack. That was amazing to play as. But since then, there's not been a new update except for it's seasonal. We got our seasons going on. We got to update those bugs.
I mean,
but for an upgrade pack, that was it.
You know, and that's one of the things I'm talking about. You know, like there's a new game. Maybe they weren't really thinking about introducing the Necromancer back into the Diablo series.
They weren't when they had originally done it.
Exactly, but because so many people were demanding it, they had to go back to the drawing board, redraw and update the Necromancer, reintroduce animations, voice packs. They had to have the whole crew come back in and design this character just to please the fans.
And also a little tidbit about that. D3 is not done by the original people who did D1 and D2.
Oh God, no.
Those guys split off and did Torchlight.
Mm-hmm. Hence, the grid-based inventory system.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate the grid-based inventory system. It's such a pain in the ass going in and reorganizing all your shit just to make sure you've got like a fucking block of space.
It is irritating.
Yeah.
So annoying.
But it is D3 is done by a complete new set of people who did not work on D1 or D2.
So, I mean, they didn't even really know how to do the Necromancer. But because, everybody was like, we want the Necromancer, we want the Necromancer. They're like,
Necromance,
fucking, they were like, well,
fine, damn it, we'll do it.
Back to the drawing board. Let's give them what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit didn't happen on pre-internet-based consoles.
No.
It didn't. You got what you got, and you had to deal with it.
It was either you enjoy it and you shut the fuck up, or you don't, because guess what? That's the game that's out right now. If you want that person in the game, then guess what? We're gonna have to restart everything and bring out a game separate.
And that's why
it could be it could be the same name but just with plus this. But nowadays with the internet, it's just a patch or it's a DLC. It's the same game just with added character.
But that's the thing I hate though, is the DLC is the purchase is the need to purchase DLC in order to get these characters.
And you need to wash out the bath.
Like it's just
that's how it is now. It's been since the internet came along. It's a chance for these game developers, game companies, and literally just the fastest way to get that extra buck out of our pocket. It's like, yeah, we got you for the full 60 some bucks for the main game, but if you want to get these extra powers, these extra skins, these extra stuff, all this extra stuff on this one game, here's wallet. How much?
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
Like that's the reason why they do it. Like when they put a new game out, they put out all these extra outfits, extra characters,
skills,
like all this extra stuff is so that way they're hoping that people will stop asking for more.
It's
by
basically
doing
just
that, they're just going, hey, by the by, here's all this stuff. And then they go, ooh, cool. Can you give us more?
It's basically just squeezing the extra money out right there. Just trying to squeeze as much money as you can get out of that game before people people get too bored of it or it's outlived its use. And then they're on to, we're in the process of making a new game and we're going to have this. And then as soon as that game comes out, it's like, oh, we want this. And the cycle repeats itself all over again. So, but to add on with the GoldenEye, yeah, they did bring out GoldenEye for the current gen for the 360 and all that, but they just had to replace 007 with the current 007 voice with Craig. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, sad face, sad emoji. But, so quickly before anything else gets said, there's only 2 more conferences really coming up that I am seeing right now for the next ones. Stadia is coming out July 14th, so in 2 more days they're gonna have their spiel, their announcements of what's coming up with them.
Anybody really give a fuck about Stadia though?
The thing is that it's Google's attempt. The key word, attempt.
Attempt at game device.
Getting into the gaming world.
Yeah, it's. I'm not really that worried about Stadia because Stadia is just Google trying to be, Google gaming, and
yeah, they're trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, we're these games don't have to worry about load-ins and stuff like that. It's like you buy it and then it's poof, you're good. Okay, thanks. Whatever. I mean, we're sticking with everyone's pretty much sticking around with PS, Nintendo, and Xbox. So PC, of course, and then of course July 23rd. Xbox, its monthly showcase, and this time around it's going to be looking at first-party Xbox Series X games, including Halo Infinite gameplay. Yes. This is going to be the second of Microsoft's monthly 20 for 20 streams. It's going to be taking place each month throughout the rest of the year, leading up to the launch of the next gen console.
Go to the bath.
So that is what is coming up
I think the next one
for showcases.
I think the next one I'm going to try to put up for us is going to be like Activision's.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've already done one.
Yeah, because I know, let's see. At least the ones I currently have. Devolver came out on yesterday.
Who?
Devolver.
Thank you. Yeah. Ubisoft, we just saw, that was today.
We've already seen EA.
Yep.
And honestly, this was Ubisoft.
It's Sony.
One.
Actually, have we done Sony yet?
I don't know. We didn't do Sony. We did EA and Ubisoft.
Yeah. But yeah, we still gotta take a look at that. I don't even know how to describe Sony, but in that new console. But we'll get to that. We will get to Sony eventually.
Probably just for one.
It's time to
I had to. Come on. That was a perfect opportunity.
So we should probably do Sony on Wednesday. Yeah, out of the way.
We can do Sony Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Friday should be Activision.
We do Activision Friday.
Square Enix or did I
Square
say it right? Thank you, Square Enix.
Should be next Sunday.
Then there was also PS5 or basically the PlayStation, and then EA. So we've already done EA. Yeah. So
Microsoft is last.
yeah, they're doing the month. They're doing every. They're doing once a month, leading up to.
The release of Series X.
So I'm calling it Scorpion. But
get over here.
Get over here.
Scorpion was the X, the One X. If I remember correctly, its original name was Project Scarlet.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was Scarlet.
The Series X was called Project Scarlet.
Yep, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Project Scorpio was
the One X.
The One X. Yeah, it's Scarlet. My bad. But yeah, that is the rest of the content that's going to be coming up for announcements.
So Wednesday, Sony, Friday, Activision. Next Sunday's we what? I don't want to butcher it.
Square Enix?
Yes.
Let me see what theirs look like real quick. Hold on.
Probably be talking about Final Fantasy 7 for more updates.
Because it's going to take forever to get to the Xbox. Because yes, I know it's a PlayStation
base game. Well, yeah, it was built on the PS. So
wasn't Kingdom Hearts though? And look what happened.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with the Final Fantasy, with them redoing 7, I wouldn't be surprised if they do make that a complete only exclusive to PlayStation because of the new system coming out.
We'll find out, right?
Mm-hmm. We shall see.
Honestly, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, at least. Let's see. Crossplay. Nope.
Is there really anything else to talk about, guys?
I mean, as soon as I can put her down, yeah.
I'm going to say, depending on what time that the setup is for Wednesday, I may or may not be around.
Be back to its normal time at 4:30.
3:30 here.
Yeah. No, 4:30 for us. It'd be 1:30 your time.
Remember.
She's not even human by then.
Remember, the both of us are on the same time frame over here. We're on the same schedule over here.
The only person that would really be able to join us would be this.
All cats are afraid of brooms. It's like ingrained in them.
Elvie's not. Where is she?
He's the only one that would really be able to join us.
Has Tammy even shown up for one yet?
Oh yeah.
Two.
She's done a couple.
But with what she's going through right now, she's having to pull 16-hour shifts because their nurse is out.
Ouch.
Yeah. So it's been hard for her to be able to pop on, having to pull doubles.
Has anyone showed interest in joining us?
Haven't got any messages about it.
Neither have I.
I would say do a repost on everyone's Facebook about it.
We mention it every stream.
I mean, I'll make another post on the page.
I'll
I
probably
can
share
go through and do up a nice attention-getting post. Find a really wicked background to do it with. Something that says, "Hey,
Look at me."
We want you to join Nerds Corner.
we want you." Bum bum bum. We want you to join.
I mean,
Ow.
like,
It may hurt, but it's worth it.
like honestly, I had a friend of mine. If he's up for it, see if he wants to join us. I've known him for a few years, but he's been really cool. Message him and see if he'd be up for joining us.
Any word on John?
No, I'm gonna message him privately to kind of talk to him. Let him know that if he needs to take time away from the group and everything to kind of focus on his stuff, then he can. I mean, DeAndre did. Hang on, I will be right back. I want to see if I can put her down in her rock and play.
I'll toss out my feelers again with
Okay.
people I know.
I think I'm gonna head out, guys.
Yeah, I think we've ran out of things to talk today on this Sunday fun day for everybody
Well,
here.
it's Sunday, fucking Ubisoft Day.
Well, I mean, of course, just seeing what was going on with Ubisoft today. But I think that's how we're going to end this show today. Probably once Jake sits on back down, we're going to close out and roll on out of here.
Yeah, then maybe I can digest that pot pie some more.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go cook up my hamburger meat that I got. But
I'm James.
no, not yet. Not yet. Hold on. We're not. He's just sitting back down.
I'm done.
But yeah. All right. We are going to roll on out of here, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday fun day. For James,
Jake,
Kitty,
James,
and I am the Snowman. We are Nerds Corner crew. This is the Nerds Corner.
And we are rolling out.
Peace.
Bye.